What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios, back at it with another debate episode. Today's debate episode, we're going to be talking about the alien queen versus the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So here's the plan, folks. We're going to go over the backstories and analyze these two giant creatures. Once we're done with that, we're going to put them up against each other in a death battle. So without further ado, let's begin with the backstory of the Xenomorph Queen, which is also, as we know, the Alien Queen. The Xenomorph Queen is the queen of the hive, which actively gives birth to multiple xenomorphs through a giant sac. However, she can detach herself from the sac to defend or attack potential enemies at any time. Now, we've obviously seen that happen in many alien movies, where she's connected to the sac and she detaches herself to defend or attack. Mostly to attack. Now, abilities. We're going to do a quick skim, and then we'll come back. Same procedure of any debate video. We're going to do the, quick skim, go over the whole monster, and then come back before I move on and do a deep analysis of each and single ability, so do not worry. So, quick skim. Abilities. Super strong jaws, poisonous saliva, inner jaw skullcracker, tail stab, immense muscle strength, and fast speed. We will go deeper into this. Territorial is maximum, aggression is maximum. Biome is space, and height is approximately 4.5 meters tall. Alright, let's go back to the abilities. So, super strong jaws. So the alien queen, as we know, not only does she have, two mouths, one bigger one and one smaller one that does a lot of damage to the skull, and we'll go over that. She has pretty big jaws, so even without using the main, or the inner one, I should say, the main one is enough to rip a head off, or any of that. It's a very strong mouth, basically, and it can do a lot of damage, especially to a dinosaur. Now, the next one we have is the poisonous saliva. As we know, the saliva and the blood of these creatures can be poisonous, and so maybe not, well, the blood is basically, when I say poisonous, as in it can melt through anything, as we've seen it happen. Now the saliva itself, maybe not to all creatures, but some creatures, depending on how their body structure is, it can be infectious. And because we know all the materials inside the saliva of these xenomorphs, and it's not clean for terrestrial creatures. It's completely different, their biome is different, and their components are different. And so it's potential that the saliva of the Xenomorph Queen, or just in general any Xenomorph, can be poisonous to, say in this case, the Spinosaurus. It's very possible. But we do know the blood 100% is poisonous. It's poisonous as in it just melts through anything, and it'll melt through flesh 100%. Next we have the inner jaw skullcracker, which I kind of talked about. The inner jaw skullcracker is essentially a second mini jaw that's inside of the alien. If you've ever seen Tremors, the movie about the giant worms, they have inner mouths that I think they were inspired off of these xenomorphs, and there's like this small mouth that comes out. It's basically the same thing, right? And so there's these small mouths that come out at super fast speed. They have their own teeth. They come out at super fast speed, and they can crack open a skull. And the original xenomorphs did it to humans. Now a giant queen xenomorph can do it to bigger opponents, or in this case, bigger prey, right? Of course. And then we also have the tail stab. She has a pointy end of the tail, and she can stab her opponents alive with the end of the tail multiple times, or even lift them up, depending how big they are. Immense muscle strength. Yes, the alien queen has immense muscle strength. She is very powerful. Her muscles are huge, and they are heavy, which cause her to punch strong, kick strong, claw strong. Everything is done heavily because of these muscles. And finally, we have fast speed. She can run very fast, as we saw in Alien vs. Predator. She's a quick runner, and that means the faster she runs, the quicker she can attack, and the more agile she is, and the higher the stamina is. So that's basically going to sum up the Alien Queen. So without further ado, let's move on to the next character, as we have the Spinosaurus. So, In Jurassic Park 3, the Spinosaurus was created by scientists through genetic cloning, and it is also known to be the largest of all carnivores in the dinosaur family line. Now, we're going to do a quick skim of the abilities, just like, same procedure. Giant sharp teeth, strong snout, sharp claws, strong tail whip, strong feet, avid swimmer, fast runner, and finally strong muscles. Height is approximately 6 meters, territorial is high, aggression is high, biome is forests. Let's go back to the abilities now. Giant sharp teeth. I mean, this one is kind of self-explanatory. He has a snout, and the teeth are humongous, and they're sharp, and they can sink into the flesh of almost any opponent. I mean, the teeth of the Spinosaurus are one, if not the best ability that he has. Next, we have the strong snout. Well, it is kind of, goes hand in hand with the previous ability, but yes, he has a snout. It's not like a regular dinosaur. The Spinosaurus has a snout, like a crocodile or an alligator, kind of similar. And the snout is very powerful. The jaws are strong, and in being strong, they cause the teeth not only being sharp, they can have a very strong biting force, and so that can do a lot of damage to the opponents. Next, you have sharp claws. The Spinosaurus has very sharp claws. He can dig into the flesh of opponents and rip open their organs. Yes, he can do that. And then we have the strong tail whip. We know how powerful the tail whip is of the Spinosaurus. He can attack the T-Rex and just completely throw it down with the tail whip. So there's a lot of muscles in there, and it's pretty accurate. Strong feet. He can hold down. His feet have a lot of muscles, and they can hold down his opponents even if they're squirming at a pretty fast pace. And we know he's an avid swimmer. We saw that he could swim really well, like a sailboat, going crazy fast, right? He's a fast runner, and the strong muscles. And the reason why I put the strong muscles, because I mean, we kind of talked about his strength, because I wanted to go over how in Jurassic Park 3 he literally overpowered a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex and broke its neck. So he definitely has muscles, and they're strong, and they're all over the body. And the Spinosaurus is a powerful dinosaur. Alright, well, this is going to sum up both of these two monsters, now heading to the point we've all been waiting for, the death battle. But this one is going to be a little bit interesting, because these debates are designed for kaijus, in the sense of, I mean, these are still kaijus, but when I say kaijus, in the sense of the world of Godzilla, where there's atomic breaths, there's these lasers, and then so because of, like, abilities outside of the body, as in abilities that go out of the body, we have a close range and a far range. Now, because of these more realistic-ish kind of monsters, I mean, the only one that's actually realistic here, because the Spinosaurus did actually exist, the Xenomorph. But these, again, they're not really Godzilla kaiju-based characters. The far range is not really going to work. None of these creatures actually have an ability that's going to travel 700 meters. Not even 50 meters, right? No way. No way. So we're going to have to skip that. So we're going to just say null for that one. And we're going to go right into it, and we're going to talk about the close range. And to be fair, that's probably the one that's the most important one. So, face to face, let's take this into consideration. The Xenomorph is 4.5 meters tall. The queen, obviously, that we're talking about. The Spinosaurus is 6 meters tall. So it's not a crazy difference, but there is indeed a deviation here. And the Jurassic Park character, the Spinosaurus, is going to be a bit taller. Which means that the bigger you are, the bulkier you are. And I would agree that I mean, you could debate this, but I would agree that the Spinosaurus is a little bit more bulkier than the alien queen. So face to face, these things are going to basically ram into each other, and the Spinosaurus will overpower it because of its size, and will basically ram it to the ground. However, we know that the Xenomorph queen is very fast, and she will, in an instant, just like my finger cap right here, like that, she will get on the ground, and she will get off, and she will be back to her feet. Now, one thing I will say though is, although the Spinosaurus is quick, the Xenomorph Queen is more kind of like finicky, if that makes any sense. Or let me see if I can make my point more clear. For example, Godzilla versus Kong. You know, I mean, this latest Godzilla, he is very quick, right? I think that's not debatable. He is one of the quickest Godzillas I've ever seen. However, Kong is just way too fast. He's finicky, he's fast, he's all over the place, he squirms all over the place, right? Well, that's what I'm trying to say with the Alien Queen. She's more squirmy, like running all over the place, over walls, over trees, over everything, right? That's this Queen compared to the Spinosaurus. So the Queen is going to be able to run around much quicker and get to places and jump around compared to the Spinosaurus, which is going to give her an upper hand. Now, when they get a hold of each other, the Spinosaurus really has its claws and the teeth to defend itself. However, the Alien Queen, not really. She has the saliva. And if she gets stabbed, the moment she gets stabbed and blood starts gushing out, the body organs of the Spinosaurus will begin to melt, because the blood just melts anything it touches. It's like a greenish substance. You've probably seen it in the movies. So basically, Spinosaurus is screwed here because he can't even stab the creature. And not only that, she has this tail stab and the inner jaw. So on a face-to-face basis, the jaw is going to completely stab the organs. If it's not at the face, it's going to stab the organs of the Spinosaurus, including this tail stab. And anytime the Spinosaurus tries to even hunch and rip any part of the body of the Alien Queen, the blood is just going to completely flow out and melt the creature, as in the Spinosaurus, alive, which is detrimental to the Spinosaurus. I would say on a like basis, the Spinosaurus probably has more brute strength, but the tactics and the body parts of the Alien Queen make it undefeatable, in my opinion. Therefore, I believe the Alien Queen, Alien Queen will win 100%. Will take the dub in this one, and I don't think she's not gonna kill him. She's gonna impregnate him through the face hugger, and we're gonna see an alien Spinosaurus. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to see an alien Spinosaurus or a Xenospino. I don't know, we'll make up a name to fight the Alien Queen, because we've seen a hybrid human, kind of, I forgot the name, but a hybrid human in Aliens. I think he was Alien Resurrection? I could be wrong. I forgot the name of the movie. But there was one that was like a human kind of thing, and it completely destroyed the queen. It was funny. It was a gruesome scene. That was nasty. But no, but with getting back to the point, the winner here is 100% the Alien Queen, 1-0, and that's what we're going to rate it off close range. The winner is, as I said, the Alien Queen. Let me know if you guys want to see, because the outcome is she's going to impregnate the Spinosaurus with the face hugger. So let me know if you guys want to see a follow-up debate with that one, because that one's going to be a little bit more interesting than this one. Actually, a lot more interesting. This is going to be a big hybrid. This is going to be a giant hybrid. So we'll see about that one. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great and wonderful day.